Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, beloved friends. Good evening and welcome to another Divine Loss program. We are grateful to be here, gathered together for the sole purpose of investing in our immortal progress and of being of service through our collective good thoughts, feelings, and vibrations. So united and grateful to God for this blessed reincarnation and for this blessed moments, we are going to begin by reading question 988 of the Spirit's Book by Allan Kardec. Once we read Kardec's question, we will follow it up by the answer given through the mediums by illuminated spirits. Afterwards, we will bring a couple of highlights from the wisdom that was shared with us so that we can bring this wisdom closer to our hearts. Then we will propose a therapeutic exercise so as to help us feel the scriptures. And we will end, as we always do, with thoughts of gratitude to God. So thank you, dear friends, for being here in these moments of togetherness for the good. Let us now then begin. In question 988 of the Spirit's Book, Kardec asks, there are persons whose lives flow in perfect serenity, and having no worries, they are entirely free of concerns. Is their happy existence evidence that they have nothing to expiate from former existences? Brilliant question by Kardec as always. Let us learn with the illuminated spirits now. The illuminated spirits tells us the following. Do you know many like that? If you think you do, you are mistaken. Usually, such serenity is no more than apparent. They could have chosen such an existence, but when they leave it behind, they perceive that it has not helped them to progress. Then, like those who have been idle, they regret the time they wasted. Bear in mind that spirits cannot acquire knowledge and evolve except through activity. If they choose to rest in a worry free existence, they do not advance. They are like those who, according to your customs, need to work but go for a walk instead, or go to sleep in order to avoid it. Also, bear in mind that each of you will have to answer for any intentional inactivity during your life, and that such uselessness is always fatal for your future happiness. The sum of future happiness is always exactly in proportion to the sum of the good you have done. In the same way, your unhappiness is always in the proportion to the sum of the bad things you have done, and to the number of those whom you have made unhappy. So, beloved friends, we are so grateful to the illuminated spirits tonight, as we always are, because tonight, once again, they remind us all that progress is a universal law. In other words, no one is meant to escape progress. But How do we define progress from a spiritual point of view? We define it in terms of activity, as they mention here, but what type? Not the activity that is good just for us solely, but the activity that is good for others, that is useful to others. So, progress and work in the Spiritist perspective, or from the Spiritist perspective, involves engaging in any useful activity that not only nourishes our souls but is beneficial to others as well. Is this very moment considered useful? Yes, beloved friends, because together with each Kardec, we are acquiring knowledge which not only will help us to understand the true purpose of life, but will also empower us to share this purpose with others. So we are responsible for investing not only in our growth, but in the growth of others as well, multiplying the good, and we will be held accountable for the times when we do not. So there's no, beloved friends, neutral position in Spiritism, in eternity, from an eternal perspective. There's no such a thing. So as to say, we are not doing anything bad, therefore we are good. No, we are responsible, beloved friends, for doing as much good as we possibly can within our reach. So, our therapeutic exercise for tonight is to find at least one manner in which we can spread the good to others. We can do so, for example, by saying a prayer. We can do so by spreading the words of wisdom we have heard not only through Spiritism, but through many others who spread the good as well. We can be optimistic, we can vibrate joy towards one another, we can put in a good word to a family member or a co-worker. We can help someone by doing a task or helping them complete a task that they may take longer to do without any help. Or we may reach out to others who are in greater need than ourselves. And where is it, beloved friends, that we find our first opportunity to be useful? The home. So let us learn to be useful in the home as well. For instance, rather than engaging in an argument, let us instead propose to one another that we say a prayer together. Rather than cultivating feelings of loneliness or sadness, let us cultivate an attitude of gratitude towards God for the gift of life, because we all contribute to the vibratory sum of our community. So if we are joyful and optimistic, we are contributing for the joy and optimism of others. Even if we live by ourselves, even if we are not physically speaking it, we can vibrate optimism. And even in our prayers, we can be useful by praying not only for our own sake, but for the sake of many others. So let us learn together, beloved friends, to be useful in the good. This is the proposal for tonight, and as always, we end these moments with our hearts filled of gratitude towards God, Master Jesus, the mentors, and each and every one of us here together, multiplying the good through the power of God. So, thank you, beloved friends. We wish everyone many blessings and a wonderful evening or day wherever we are. And let us then continue tuned to Kardec Radio, where we are always, as we know it, nourishing our souls. Bye for now, dear friends, and many, many blessings.